What's up, guys? Today I'm headed over to Will's house. Gonna work on the Subaru a little bit. I think the plan for today is just to get the transmission and maybe the rear end out. Not sure if we're gonna go for the Crossmember or not. I gotta show you the thing about the Crossmember. We're at least gonna get the transmission and rear end removed today. I'll also try to show you a few things if I have enough battery as well as storage. So with that being said, I'll see you when I get there. Alright guys, this would be the reason why we have to swap out the Crossmember here. As you can see right here, there's a relief, a little dip right here for the turbo, the up pipe. That is pretty common on all of USDM, like STIs and stuff. They're gonna have that there. But the reason why he needs this one because it's got a relief right here for the driver's side. Now if you was to do this and you couldn't find this specific Crossmember, basically what you would have to do is notch this area right here out to clearance for the up pipe. So if you're using a stock Crossmember, basically you have to do some modifications right there to notch it out. Other than that, that's it. But this is the reason why we got to swap this out for the one that he's got in his Outback. Alright guys, Will swears he can get this axle off without removing the wheels. We'll see. We're still going to have to do it anyways, I think, because of the Crossmember. But there's this little pin, as you can see right there. He's trying to knock that down a little bit, and then they should slide right off, in theory. So we'll see what he can do. Are you knocking it down? You got it out?
It didn't pop out.
It went down a little bit.
May have to go underneath.
Yeah, I see it hanging. You can kind of see it hanging down there. Okay, just taking a little like center punch to knock it down. You can kind of see it coming down. I don't know if this angle with the phone is good enough. You can see it right there.
We're probably gonna have to pull it from the bottom.
Yeah. You can see it slide, but I don't know if it's going to slide enough. Because it's also got like a little collar at the base, I guess, that creates a seal.
No. It doesn't seal.
It doesn't?
No, there's stubs sticking out of the transmission.
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, like, there's like that collar at the end of it. Up. That's pretty good. Yep, he got it. Did not have to pop the wheel. Wheels are still on it. As you can see there. He just got that one off. Once the first one comes off, it's so much easier. Alright guys, hope you can hear me from where the camera's at. The next step is basically we're going to remove the drive shaft, and then we're going to remove the Crossmember that holds up the back of the transmission, and then the transmission will be out. Then we move on to the rear end. Hopefully it'd be the same process there, a few bolts to pull it out, and pretty much that's it for the day. We might actually pull his Outback around and take a look at what it's going to take to get the Crossmember out, and then that'll be it. Alright, so as you can see, anybody that knows anything about Subarus will know that's the front wheel drive Crossmember. We actually had to do that because we was putting the all wheel drive transmission Crossmember in, and let's see if we can see it. I think you can kind of see it right there. There's a bolt. It got cross threaded and we could not get it out. And I think the something happened where the thing broke off, right?
Yeah.
So we just went with that. I plan to fix that and run the all-wheel drive Crossmember eventually, but for now, that's what's going to hold it up.
I think that's... Yeah, but I don't know if it's strong enough.
Is that an impact deal, or?
Yeah, we're going to need to.
Alright guys, as you can see, we have the transmission, and now we have the Crossmember out. We actually had to pull the rack and pinion out, which is right over there. As you can see, we have an empty bay. I'm getting a lot of washout, so I can't see the screen that well, but as you can see, in that general direction, we had to pop that part of the arm loose from the Crossmember to get it out. So this car can't go back down on its wheels until we got the other Crossmember in. Alright guys, ran into a little hiccup. We got to go back to my place. He only has one set of jack stands, which is under the Impreza right now, and we've got to get the Outback up in the air so we can pull the Crossmember from underneath it. And then, hell, while it's up in the air, we might even be able to get the rear end out of the Impreza. So we got to go get the little concrete cylinders that I have that I use for jack stands to put under the Impreza so we can use the jack stands on the Outback. By the way, guys, I don't know if you can see it. They're filming a HBO TV series a couple blocks from my house down at the City Hall. Alright. By the way, guys, that's weighted on this one. That's from the Outback. It's crazy. Fucking heavy. Holy shit! It's time to clean these bad boys up. Oh, it comes out nice and soft, huh? You sure that degreaser's any good? I feel like pressure's a thing that's needed. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Definitely seems like there's degreaser coming out now. Be like a double cleaner type of action. See the damn sticker on the yeah. Let's see if it'll allow me to zoom. Huh. Alright guys, one thing I wanted to kind of show you that I didn't earlier is apparently on the Outback they've done what, like a 1 inch, maybe about a 1 inch lift on the front, and you can notice it right there. There's a little spacer, about a 1 inch spacer in the steering. When you compare that to the one from the Impreza, it's not there. Also, we noticed on the body, right here at the body mounts, there was about a 1 inch spacer right there to drop the drop the cross member down a little bit. So that's pretty cool how they did it. A little bit of.
But the question is can you bring that one over here now and see if there's a rise on this one and not on that one?
What do you mean? Like if there's a difference in height between them?
Yeah, they're about the same.
I think they're actually exactly the same, because on the one from the Outback, it's in a dip over here, so it looks lower on this side, but higher on that side. But it's basically the same. Cool.
Except the notches that are like.
Well, yeah, obviously for the turbos. Cool. All right, guys, I am headed home. We did finish up for the day. Decided to stop off and get something to eat. Tried to go to Wendy's, but they decided that they wanted to close early because of some system issue, whatever. So I got Taco Bell. But anyways, we got the Impreza's new Crossmember mounted up in there. We got the steering rack mounted up in there, and we actually had to take the sway bar from the Outback and put over on the Impreza, which is a little bit thicker, because of the fact that it was thicker, and the bushings that went with the clamps or the mounts for the sway bar that match that crossmember needed the thicker sway bar. The mounts were different for the sway bar, so that's why we had to use the mounts from the Outback. So we got the sway bar mounted over from the Outback to the Impreza. Did not get the stuff done over onto the Outback, so that's still waiting. He's got to order motor mounts because the ones that he did order don't fit the brackets for the twin turbo motor. And come to find out, we need to order motor mounts for a 90 through 94 Legacy. So I think he's working on getting those ordered right now. They should be ready to go by the next time I go over there to work on it. We didn't get to tackle the rear end. It did get dark. It's like 11 o'clock right now, so we worked well into the night. I was starting to feel bad about making so much noise so late on the middle of the week. So we called it a night, but Crossmember's in. It's pretty much ready to set down on the ground again for the most part. And then we're going to start working on getting the stuff tore out of the Outback and swapped over. So with that being said, look for that next time. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be doing a lot of build vlogs on the Subaru, all while I search for a style. Got the Audi that I'm sitting in right now. I've got my Plymouth. I plan on doing a full sound system on that, and I still got my Bug that's going to be a full-on like show build. So that might happen after I get a house. So